Alright, this, I pretty much suck at the game, so disclaimer. Alright, let's go. So a few things, I'm not going to be killing, I'm not going to be killing the unspeakable deep. Total noob. We want him to look as retarded as possible, so that's what I don't like about this game. I can't really get anyone to look stupid, because they all look the same. Let's make him look a little bit like me. With a little bit less beard. I usually, well, this is going to be like a strength build, but I want to have enough flexibility to do whatever I want, so we'll start as a pauper. So I start at level 1, we need the Amber Idol so that I can transpose right away. And you know what? It's going to be primarily strength. We might as well start as a knight, so at least we get a decent starting sword. No challenge, this is just going to be like a new start. So this is going to be I've never beat as this guy. Might as well try, I guess. As long as he doesn't gain any new moves, he shouldn't be that tough. Fuck, really? Yeah, well, you only get one chance to beat this guy in the whole game, and when you go New Game Plus, he doesn't respawn. He gives about 8,000 salt and a drowned tome, which lets you level up some transmuted weapons. So I'm going to start as a member of the 3. gouge strength and probably nothing else. We're going to be doing a lot of farming too, so but we will be skipping most of the unnecessary shit. Lets us bypass and get all the way to the Sodden Night. Bandage string, I think, reduces wounding, so that'll help too. I guess what I like the most about this is that I don't have to worry about equipment degradation. Unlike in Dark Souls. Ah, fuck, I wasted it. This sanctuary up. Claim a few of the items here. Flanched mace is also pretty good if you're going for strength, but only for like armored enemies. well. So the path we are taking should take us down here. Page is like it's a weapon buff, but we also will need it much later in the game. God, I'm not used to playing it on such a fucking tiny TV anymore. Hey Sir Paul, how's it going? May audio ba? Could you let me know if there's any audio? So one thing in this game that is present that isn't quite present in most Souls games is a lot of traps. You'll be dying more to the environment here than anything else, to be honest. Loud and clear, awesome. Yeah, so is the electric fan, I'm assuming. There we go. Shit. Alright, now we can upgrade to level 2. We can get a weapon at level 2. We are off to get the Claymore. I can't use the stat points yet. We're gonna get the Claymore real quick. This thing's still locked off. Oh crap. Ooh. This is the grindy spot, actually. There are a few enemies here that we can actually wail on. doing that a lot because they drop a few items that we're gonna need. Now we have 4, we can go up to this. Once you hit about 20 strength, you're pretty gold already. You know, the funny thing, I actually was misreading it when I saw it, Kureimoa. I didn't think it was phonetic Japanese for Claymore. Silly me. Well, anyway. Okay, a stone guide and a stone leader will help us farm salt a lot faster. We're just going to convert this shrine later on. Stone guide and we'll be getting another leader later anyway. No, we can skip that for now. It's already a blacksmith. Yeah, that should be fine. So the farming is done by killing those guys earlier. And we just buy about maybe 10 calling horns. Calling horn is like a homeward bone from Dark Souls, but you can only return to places where you set up a guide, like that guy. I'm gonna have to invest in some stamina as well later on. We're just gonna do this for a bit until I get maybe about 20 strength. How to get OP real early. The good thing is you don't have to pump stats into a specific stat or point. You don't have to pump points into a specific stat for HP. It just naturally increases as you level up. So it's mostly offensive stats and weight management stats that you're gonna have to pump points into for the most part. BRB gotta drive. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. I'll probably try to keep the progression a bit natural because nobody wants to watch grinding for about an hour. About 3 prime farming spots in the game, spread across early, mid, and late game. Although farming here is a bit difficult, there are no dupes or any, like, in Bloodborne we had the Chalice dungeons, and in Dark Souls there was the 3 Winged Knights for Dark Souls 3. was Ariamis for Dark Souls 1 if you were mid-game. This is basically like a strength glass cannon build. Once I run out of calling horns, I'm gonna get on with the game. Silverleaf is pretty good because it lets us transpose into something we are going to need. Once I run out of calling horns, I'm done. This is overkill as it is. Getting strength build this pumped up in one stat. The whole beginning of the game just becomes trivial once you've pumped into strength and you get the Shrouded Bulwark. Just have to make sure you have enough stamina to swing. Seven more runs and it should be good. Class 5 actually. Once you're at that high of a level, like the rest of the game doesn't matter anymore. There's even a ring that you have early access to that boosts your strength by I think 3 points. These guys also drop an item called the Drowned Locket, which is used to upgrade boss weapons. I usually just roll with a claymore until much later on, and then I transpose into the bulwark once my weapon is at least at +5. You get +5 pretty early, but the bulwark kind of wrecks everything. You get better scaling off of the claymore though. And then we're gonna join the House of Splendor later on. Because it has a consumable that's pretty OP. Oh fuck, surrounded. So 26 minutes in and I'm probably gonna roll through everything. Plus I have a healthy amount of gold, so I can kind of buy shit. Although I will be playing most of the game naked because I won't have enough for, won't have enough points to go into anything else. I'm gonna be rolling a, maybe a strength faith build. I haven't tried that. Strength wisdom rather, it's called wisdom here. Locket, it's about fucking time. Actually do a suicide run into the shrine, the Castle of Storms, so that I can get my Claymore to +4. But I'm gonna spend all my stuff first. And then we should be good. 25 is way OP anyway, so... Oh, somebody joined us. I wonder who that is. Sir Morel? need 3500 salt to transmute this though. At this point salt isn't really a problem. Now we Since we're going to be two-handing most of the time, we just need to hit 34 strength. Charm first. But it really doesn't make a difference. Are going to get the Bloody Charm, though, because the Bloody Charm increases attack power. If only I could remember where it is. Anyway, so this is probably going to be a good charm for us to have until we hit the soft cap. Hey honey, what's up? I'm online, honey. See ya. So before we even delve into Faith, I want to hit the caps for certain stats first. Faith only becomes viable later in the game anyway, so I want to hit those first. Now we're off to kill the Mad Alchemist. Or, at this point we can actually go back to the shrine. To the castle, rather. Castle of Storms. Guides are great for for farming not only items but also salt. A soldier's poem here. We get 3 of them. But we'll get it later. Later, we're here mainly because I need a brand. Normally you'd have to kill a boss at this point in the game, which is fairly difficult if you're not ready for it, but it's not a problem once, because you can actually skip him altogether. He becomes semi-optional if you know how to do the jump exploit. Now I have the ring that increases the amount of echoes or souls I get. Yep, now I can go to the Red Hall of Cages. You actually have to have both the Vertigo brand and the Shadow Flip brand to get it. So that charm adds a fire property to your attacks, which I can actually take advantage of now. soldiers pulling here. Sir Paul, welcome back. Watch as I cheese the fuck out of this game. No! Almost forgot about that. Okay, the Titan stuff I can't even wear yet, but good to have. I'll probably just sell them. I was never a fan of heavy armor in games like these. Now it's time to get the hell out of here. What we're gonna do is upgrade this to level 4. That way we absolutely destroy anything else that we are going to be fighting. So we pretty much have everything we need. Now we're going to take on the Mad Alchemist and the Kraken Cyclops. The charm that we're using right now for something called the Mossy Charm later, which is what we just got. It increases the rate at which you can swing your weapon, so you attack faster, better DPS. With the Amber Idol, you can actually farm one near here. Not really advisable, but wouldn't hurt either. There's also another soldier somewhere here. If you're going through a natural progression without using any skips and shit like that. Reach on great swords is just so unfair. It's actually right over there. where you can actually have your sins forgiven. You can go down a route there, but you can open a shortcut to it later on, which I wasn't able to do. Forgot to do it. It's after the Queen of Smiles boss fight. So we're just pretty much sweeping up all the other items that are here. You can actually make it to the Cyclops right now, but that's not where we want to be. I could probably tear him a new one already, but again, it's not where we want to be. And I mentioned the forgiveness of sin mechanic. It's something we're actually going to be taking advantage of in a while, because I have to join a specific covenant or creed in this game in order for me to... Oh shit! In order for me to transpose this thing into the Sodden Knights or the Shrouded Bulwark. So as you can see, you're going to be dying a lot to environmental damage in this game more than anything else, to be perfectly honest. The game itself isn't hard. The platforming segments are a real bitch, so expect to die a lot there. And we're here. We're going to abandon my current covenant, because we will be transmuting this into this. So it has higher base damage, so it benefits a lot more from applied buffs like Blessed Page and Stain Page. So here we go. Yeah. I can actually get a blacksmith in here, so I can... Or I'll just call the horn back and get it up to +4, and then travel back here. The travel mechanic works even if it's not a sanctuary of the same creed, as long as you make sure that you didn't piss them off by desecrating it. Oh shoot. It just hit me, I do not have enough salt to level up. Short 300, really? Really? So I'm just gonna get the 300 salt that I need and be done with it. You'll notice my rolls aren't as good anymore. It's because this weapon's pretty heavy. So if you want to use it effectively, you're gonna want to load up on a few points or a few skill nodes into the stat that allows better equipment. So my rolls don't go as far. Princess VG, hey, it's Anna just popping in. Hey! This is what's been keeping me busy, that's why I haven't been on Bloodborne. It's a really fun game, you should give it a shot. And it's cheap, too. So yeah, this is what I've been up to since I went AWOL from Bloodborne. Get this weapon up to +4. Now, the drowned lockets that you use to upgrade this to +4, I got them from those guys that I just killed, the Saltless. Okay, now we go kill the Mad Alchemist. We're gonna want the Mossy Charm so we can whack the guy faster. We don't have enough stamina though, but we pumped everything in his strength. If I was going purely for strength, I could easily just go Great Hammer.